The last bus. It was a cold Friday evening in the small town of Belwood. Rain had been falling for 2 hours. The streets were almost empty. 17-year-old Noah stood alone at the bus stop. He held a small blue bag in his hand. He looked at the road. Please come soon, he whispered. Noah had to reach his grandmother's village before midnight. His grandmother was not well and his mother had called him that afternoon. Come if you can, she had said. Grandma keeps asking for you. Noah had promised to go, but his school meeting had ended late. Then his bicycle had broken on the way home. Now there was only one bus left. The town bus arrived at 10:40 every night. People called it the last bus. Noah looked at his phone. 10:36. 4 more minutes. Suddenly, an old man ran toward the bus stop. He was holding a brown umbrella. His shoes were wet and he looked tired. Is this the bus to Green Hill? He asked. Yes, Noah said. It comes at 10:40. The old man smiled. Good. I thought I was late. They stood together in silence. Then the old man noticed Noah's blue bag. Going somewhere important? My grandmother is sick, Noah replied. The old man nodded. Then I hope you get there. At 10:40, the bus arrived. The driver opened the door. Green Hill, he called. Noah quickly got on. The old man followed him. The bus was almost empty. There were only 3 passengers. Noah sat near the window. The old man sat across the aisle. The bus moved slowly through the rain streets. After 10 minutes, the driver suddenly stopped. What happened? One passenger asked. The driver looked outside. A tree has fallen across the road. Everyone became quiet. The driver got down and looked at the road. We cannot go this way, he said. I will have to find another road. Noah looked at his phone. 11:05. His grandmother's village was still 30 minutes away. He became nervous. What if we don't reach? He thought. The old man noticed his worried face. Don't worry, he said. The driver knows these roads. After a few minutes, the bus turned onto a small road. It was narrow and dark. Rain hit the windows. Then the bus stopped again. This time, the driver looked worried. The road is flooded, he said. Noah stood up. Is there another way? The driver shook his head. Not for a bus. The old man looked through the window. Then he pointed toward a small road. I know this place, he said. There is an old bridge behind those trees. Cars can cross it. Can a bus cross it? The driver asked. The old man smiled. I don't know. But when I was young, buses used that bridge. The driver thought for a moment. Let's try. The bus moved slowly. After a few minutes, they reached the old bridge. It was small but strong. The bus crossed safely. Soon, they reached the main road again. The driver smiled. Thank you, he said to the old man. No problem, the old man replied. At 11:35, the bus finally reached Green Hill. Noah stood up quickly. Thank you, he said to the driver. Then he turned to the old man. Thank you too. The old man smiled. Go see your grandmother. Noah stepped off the bus and ran toward the village. But after a few steps, he stopped. He remembered something. The old man was going to Green Hill too. Noah turned around. The bus was already leaving. Wait. He ran back. The old man was still standing near the bus stop. Where are you going? Noah asked. The old man looked at the village road. My daughter lives here, he said. I haven't seen her for many years. Why not? The old man smiled sadly. We had an argument. It lasted many years. Noah looked at him. Then why did you come tonight? The old man looked at the bus. Because sometimes we wait too long to say sorry. Noah smiled. Then don't wait anymore. The old man nodded. I won't. Noah ran toward his grandmother's house. The old man walked slowly in the opposite direction. That night, 2 people arrived at 2 different doors. One came to see someone he loved. The other came to say sorry. And both were thankful for the last bus. Moral: never wait too long to do what is important. A chance may not come again. Sometimes one small journey can change someone's life.